So this video is going to be about assumptions. It's also going to be a bit of a rant with, some logic mixed in because, apparently logic isn't something that people use these days. So, as you know, if you watch this video right here, I have a cat named Chester, and he made a cameo appearance in that video. Is it cameo appearance or just cameo? Anyway, so he made an appearance in that video. So I live in an apartment building and I've lived here, for my whole life, and it's a 2-bedroom apartment that used to be occupied by my mom and I. So anyway, I had this friend a long time ago who I used to go to school with, and we used to play video games together and like play basketball and go on like bike rides and just do all kind of like kid stuff, I guess you could say. I'm not sure like when I met him, but I think I met him in like, I don't know, probably grade 4 or something like that. And I knew him up until like grade 8 or, something along those lines. And, really and truly to this day, I'm not too sure what happened to him. Like, I'm assuming he moved or, something like that. We kind of just went our separate ways, but I can't really, confirm that. So this is where the story gets good. So the lady that lives beside me on that side is actually the guy's grandma. So, and we knew that from like a long time ago. Like, she's a pretty quiet lady. Like, you never really hear any rowdiness, coming from her house. And, she seemed like a nice person, or so I thought. So this whole story starts about 2 months back. And I'm not too sure where I was coming from or if I was going to work, or I'm pretty sure I was coming from work because that would have been like, like 5 o'clock time. So I'm pretty sure it was, around then. And I saw her in the hallway and, we acknowledged each other and, whatever. And then out of nowhere, she asked me if I still had my cat. And, I told her, yeah, I still have him, but like, I didn't necessarily think anything of it. I just thought that she was like making conversation or, whatever small talk that people do. So then she goes on to say that her room was smelling like a cat or like litter or something like that. And then like, I kind of got defensive. I was like, well, that really can't be me because Chester's box is on the other side of my house. So, Chester's box is near my room, so that can't necessarily be me. And then, she said okay, and, we kind of just went on like about our days. We went our separate ways. So now keep in mind, that was 2 months ago. So I forgot about the whole thing, until now. And then I'm pretty sure it was on Thursday. I was coming downstairs and I was going to my girl's house. And as I'm coming out of the elevator, I get flagged down by one of the guys that works for the building, like a superintendent or, whatever you want to call him. And basically he tells me that people have been complaining that I'm not cleaning the cat's litter box. And I was just like what? Like, that video of someone asking Russell Westbrook a stupid question? I'm just gonna put the video right here.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. It's tripping.
So that was my legit reaction. And out of the corner of my eye, like, I see the lady there, right? So like, I see her in my peripheral vision, right? So I'm guessing I'm gonna go out here and make an assumption that she told the guy, yo, this guy's not cleaning the litter box, it's smelling up the whole place, and this and that. So, he tells me that people have been complaining that my cat litter is smelling up the place, right? So I'm like, I don't necessarily know what to tell you because like I clean it. And, he knows me and he knows that I do. It's just that when someone makes a complaint, like he has to tell whoever the complaint is filed against that someone made a complaint about them. So like, if she made a complaint about me to him, he has to tell me. Just because like, I don't know, I guess it's like liability or whatever. It doesn't matter, beside the point. So basically what I've been doing for the past 3 or 4 days is I've been recording myself after I've cleaned Chester's litter box and taking it to the garbage, just as like a, for the record kind of thing, right? Because I don't want anybody telling me that I don't clean, Chester's litter box. It's just a precaution, I guess you could say, in case people try to tell me that, why I haven't been cleaning it, or people just want to make assumptions, oh, this guy doesn't clean it, and whatever the case may be. But it's like, one thing I don't understand is that how can she just make an assumption that it's me? It's like, oh, like she asked me, oh, do you still have your cat? And I said, yeah. And she's like, oh, he still has a cat. It must be him. Like, really and truly, there's like 8 apartments that connect to hers, not counting the people across the hallway, right? Because say like you're here, and then you have somebody here, here, and here, and then you have another person here, you have another person here, and then you have 3 people below you, right? So it's like, that's 8 apartments that are connecting to yours. So it's like, I don't necessarily understand where she's going with this. Like, I have Bath and Body Works air fresheners that my girl told me were excellent, which is why I use them. And I bought them with my own money. Obviously, when they were on sale, I would never pay full price for it. But it's like, I just don't understand the logic behind it. Like, he's a living creature, and living creatures produce waste. Like, I will admit, I'm not home all day to be able to clean his litter box as soon as he uses it. And obviously, he can't take it out himself. But like, I try to clean it as often as I can. Like, I clean it in the morning if there's something in it, and then I clean it after work when I come home. And then if I go to my girl's house, after I come home from my girl's house, like, I clean it. Like, I try to keep it, you know, as clean as I can. It's like, you know, does she think that when Chester does his business that I just sit there and inhale it? Like, I honestly, I don't understand the logic that some people use. And, you know, it's like, it doesn't really make sense to me. But anyway, I'd like to make a demonstration that I'm about to insert into the video right now. Like, I literally have no idea what this lady thinks, like, that I do in here. So her apartment is on the other side of this wall, right? So this is my kitchen, and then you have to walk all this way past 1 air freshener, past 2 air fresheners, to get all the way down the hallway to Chester's litter box. So you have to walk from here all the way down to there to get to Chester's litter box, past 1 air freshener once again, past 2 air fresheners, and she thinks that the smell is going from all the way over there to all the way over here through the wall somehow. Don't ask me how. And she thinks that I don't clean Chester's litter box. And I also want to do another demonstration. All right, so I don't have this on the tripod or anything because this is just going to be like, you know, a quick demonstration. So let's just say, for example, let's just say this is me, right? And let's just say that this is her because we live beside each other. So pretend you're looking at like a cross section like of the building. So this is me and this is her, right? She also has 1, 2, 3. We won't even count these 2 diagonal people. So she has a person above her, another person beside her, a person below her, and then me, right? So she just disregarded these 3 people and just said, oh, this guy has a cat, so it must be him. So it's like, how does that make any sense? And then she also has another person across from her. So like, this is not sponsored by New Balance or anything like that. These are just speakers that I have. But it's like, then like, say this is the hallway. There's also another lady in front of her right here. So it's like, I'm failing to see where she's just like assuming things from. It's like, oh yeah, I have a cat and it must be me. But I don't even know if she asked this person. I don't know if she asked this person. I don't know if she asked this person. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I'm going to make an assumption here and I'm going to say that she didn't ask those people either. She just asked me, oh, do you still have your cat? Oh, yes, I do. Oh, so it must be you. So it's like, I don't really understand how that makes sense. I don't really understand the logic. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if she thinks that I sit here and just inhale, you know, Chester's business. It's like, why would I even do that? How does that even make any sense? So anyway, that's it. You know, that's it for my demonstration. Okay, so after that quick demonstration, as you saw right there, like, I'm gonna go ahead and make an assumption and say she didn't ask any of the other people, because really and truly, if she was smart, I would have went to all the people that are connecting to my apartment, or they have a connecting wall or whatever you want to call it. I would have said, hey, you know, do you have a cat? And if they say no, it's obviously not them. Or if they have a cat, you know, I've been smelling some cat litter. Can you do your best to, you know, keep it clean and this, that, and whatever. And end of story, everybody goes on with their life. The day's done, like everything is fine, right? But it's like, I'm gonna go out on, you know, a limb here and say that she didn't go to any of the other people. She just saw me and she saw that, or she smelled that it was coming from my direction, right? When it could have been from the people under me, because they still connect to her apartment. It could have been the people under her because it still connects to hers. It could have been the people above me because they also have a connecting, like a diagonal, you know, wall or whatever you want to call it, like connecting to her. But it's like, she just saw me in the hallway. She said, oh, this guy's a cat. Oh, it must be him. It's like, how does that make any sense? So, like, I'm failing to see, or I'm failing to understand the logic behind it. And, you know, don't you worry. Like, I'll be fighting the fight till the end, and I'll definitely be back with, you know, updates pertaining to the situation. But, you know, as of right now, like, nobody has sent me like a notice or anything. There hasn't been anything like put in my door. And like, really and truly, she's the only one that's complained. Like, I would think that the people on this side of me would be complaining, like, would be the first people to complain, because Chester's Litter Box is closer to these people than it is to her. With her, it has to go all the way past the living room and past the kitchen to even get to her wall. But with these people, Chester's Litter Box is literally right outside the door right here, and it's only the washroom that's, you know, obstructing those people's walls. So it's like, and they haven't said anything to me. Nobody else has said anything to me until this point, and it's just been this lady. So, I mean, I don't necessarily know what to say. But I will definitely, like I said, I'll keep everybody updated on the situation. I'm going to continue to record every time I clean Chester's Litter Box. And speaking of Chester's Litter Box, I'm going to go clean it right now. And as always, thanks for watching.